Don't you wish there was a better way to plan your day? There's so much to do between your work, your life, your personal hobbies, projects, kids, family, chores. There's just so much to do, but it always feels like there isn't enough hours in the day. In this video, I think I finally found something that truly works. Hey everyone, it's Wenda from Windowful.com. Before we dive into my new discovery, I would love it if you guys subscribed and hit that ring bell so that you guys can be notified of any new videos I come out with, especially if you like planning, productivity, and organization. So first, let's talk about modern productivity. There are just so many apps. We have Notion, Asana, Trello, ClickUp, Evernote. There's just so many different productivity apps these days, and it's hard to choose one that actually helps you. And between all the apps that we have to deal with, we are also juggling emails, appointments, family responsibilities, and so much more. So I used to always find myself flipping between all of these apps and all of these notes and my paper planners and my notebooks, just trying to keep track of everything, which was not only frustrating because I could never find what I needed, but also very time consuming. I wish there was like a tool that brought all my tasks together, but not only managed them and held them for me, but also helped me to prioritize and plan when to do it. So after a lot of testing out all these different apps, I finally discovered a tool that I am super excited to share with you. So introducing Akiflow. Akiflow is not just any regular productivity tool. It's an all-in-one tool. It combines task management, time blocking, and it integrates all of your apps into one seamless interface. So now that you know what this app is, let's dive deeper into my favorite features and the challenges of daily planning and how this tool solves them. Okay, so here we are within Akiflow. This is what my Google Calendar and my Akiflow calendar looks like. So you can see I'm using a lot of the features already, but when you first come into Akiflow, it's going to be all blank. This is just what I've set up. I created these morning routine blocks, and then I have my evening routine blocks, and then I have my workout blocks, and then my work blocks here. These time slots are not tasks, but they are time slots. And then you can input your task within these time slots. So this just helps you to block off your day so that you are not overbooking yourself. For habits that I wanted to do, I did mark them as tasks, and then I just set them to repeat. So for me, I did the task of cooking and eating dinner every night. So it's a task, and I have it in my family routines project, and I tagged it with routines. And every time I complete it, I just mark it off. And then I also have it for washing the dishes after dinner. Another feature I want to talk about is this list down here. So you can see a lot of these lists. I didn't assign a time to it because I feel like these are little tasks that can get done whenever I have some free time. So like laundry, it takes like 5 minutes to put it into the washer, 5 minutes to put it in the dryer. So I didn't want to, time block a time for laundry because it's kind of repetitive, but when I'm completely done with it, I can just mark it as done. Same goes for cleaning the bathroom and my regular daily chores. I know it's going to get done, but I'm not going to really plan a time to get it done because it's just whenever. I kind of like doing this whenever I have some downtime. What I really like to plan for are my big, hard tasks, like, my content planning stuff for my business. So I really like that I can have that list down here at the bottom to see the little things that, need to get done, but doesn't have a specific time that it needs to be done. So the first challenge that I want to talk about is juggling multiple tools. So before Akiflow, I had emails sitting in my inbox, saying I'm going to get to it eventually, but never did. I had ClickUp tasks and just my Google Calendar, Apple Calendar, and everything like that. But with Akiflow, I am able to integrate all of that. So you can see here, I've connected my Google Calendar, which is already connected to my Apple Calendar. And then we have all of my Gmail accounts and ClickUp. And you can connect even more apps, like if you have Notion, Asana, Todoist, Slack, and everything. And you can even use Zapier or if this, then that to connect even more tools if you wanted to. But I love the customization with the integration. because you can configure it so that, you're not importing all of your tasks. Because imagine if I imported every single one of my tasks from ClickUp, it would be a nightmare. But you can configure it so that you can select a space, select only the tasks that are assigned to yourself, and you can choose just specific lists that you want to import. And then you can also mark it complete in Akiflow. So if you mark it complete in Akiflow, it'll mark it complete in ClickUp. So you don't have to, keep going back and forth between those. And then if you mess up as well, you can always start from scratch or delete all the ClickUp tasks and start over again. So I really like that. It's not going to be stuck in your Akiflow. Now I don't have to go into my Gmail or go into my ClickUp when I'm planning my day, because now everything is within my inbox. For the Gmail integration, to make your messages in your Gmail pop up into Akiflow, you do have to either star it or activate the Akiflow label on Gmail. And when you do that, it will automatically bring it into your inbox. So you can see here, let's go to my inbox. You can see this one has a Gmail, and this one has ClickUp logo. So you can tell which inbox it's coming from. So now I can put this into my calendar so I know when to plan and respond to this email. Okay, so now the second challenge that I always have when I'm planning is when I'm say I'm writing a blog post and I come up with an amazing idea and I don't want to lose that idea. Instead of switching between windows, opening up Akiflow or opening up ClickUp, all I have to do is use the command bar, which is Option space on a Mac, and then I can just quickly type in whatever that project is, and then I can assign it a project, a priority, and then add it, and it'll add a new task or event right away for me. So I don't have to switch between windows. Another thing you can use the command bar for is say you want to bookmark something. So let's say I'm going to bookmark this Greeting Island card site. So if I just copy this and then hit the command bar, which is Option space again, it will capture this task for me. And I can just hit confirm, and you'll see it says that I created my task successfully, and it's right there in my inbox. And then if I want to go back to that website, I can just click on that link and it'll open right back up for me. So now I'm not going to lose track of tasks, especially if I'm doing multiple things. I can easily just use that command bar. You can also access it right here. So when you are outside of Akiflow, you use the Option space. But if you are inside of Akiflow, you can just hit Command K, and then it'll show you all the things that you can do. So you can plan a task, you can snooze it, set a deadline, mark it as done, assign project, and assign or remove task. And there's just so many shortcuts that you can do as well. They usually have it on the side here, the help and guides. So here's all of the shortcuts that you can eventually learn to speed up the process. Okay, the third challenge when it comes to planning your day is planning too much or overbooking your day. So before, I wouldn't have any of these time slots here. I wouldn't have my morning routine or my evening routine or even time to eat dinner or my workouts. And I would just slowly bring it all into my day, really max out my time for all of these tasks. But now with Akiflow, I can see, that I've blocked off time for my personal, my health and fitness and family time and time for myself. And now that I do that, I can see how much time I really do have. You can see I only have about 3 hours in the morning, a couple of hours in the afternoon, and then the rest is for my work-life balance, my personal tasks to keep me from not burning out. So I love using Akiflow so that I can visually see my day and not plan to do too much, to do more than I can handle. So in order to create these time slots, all you have to do is you can drag it like this and then click on slot and it'll create a new slot for you. But the easier way is if you already have your projects set out. So projects are just basically your categories, your life categories. You can actually just drag some of these projects and create a time slot out of it. So let's say, for example, in the afternoon tomorrow, I want to work on more content because I'm probably going to be editing this video tomorrow. So I'm just going to drag that, and you can see now that it's a time slot. And with time slots, it blocks out that whole hour and 30 minutes, but you can also use this to batch your tasks. And batching is just going to help you save a lot of time. So, for example, earlier today, I did some marketing tasks where I just created YouTube thumbnails, mockups for my new products, and created carousels for Instagram. And all of that was within Canva. So I was able to batch all of that. And then if I hit that pin button, I can see all of the tasks that I had to do within that time block. And then I can just easily check those off as I did it. The time slots really helps you to see how much time you have. And then I was able to fit in these tasks without really blocking me in. I don't have to do it in a specific order, like if I were to schedule it this way. See, this one is a lot more strict because it's at 2:15. And then this one is at 2:45. So I like the time slots because of its flexibility. So this method just allows me to focus on getting things done back to back without the stress of rescheduling if something took longer than anticipated. So if something takes longer than expected, I just simply move on to the next task in the block without having to reshuffle my entire schedule. Okay, so the next challenge that I wanted to talk about is staying focused. It's hard for you to stay focused, especially if you have so many ideas and you want to do everything all at once. Within Akiflow, I am able to focus on a task. Like, let's say right now I'm doing the content. I can just pin this time slot and I can see the task that I need to work on during this time slot. And I don't have to worry about anything else. To make it even more focused, I can hit the task and then just hit F. And it just helps me like, this is what I'm working on right now and nothing else. Another way that you can focus your task in Akiflow is by clicking on your projects. So let's say I only wanted to work on content tasks. It'll show up all of my content tasks here, or maybe just marketing tasks or just personal tasks. This really helps you to not feel so overwhelmed. Another thing is when you first integrate all of your tasks, it's going to pop up like everything. So you might have like 50 tasks and you don't have to leave all of them in your inbox. You can actually just hit one of the tasks and then hit shift on your keyboard and then pull it down and it'll select all of those tasks. And then you can easily right click and you can either put it into your someday task or maybe assign it a project if you want. So let's assign this to content. And I'm just going to move it to someday so that it doesn't crowd up my inbox too much. Okay, so another thing that can help you keep you focused when you are working on your tasks as well is just having the notifications pop up. So with the desktop apps, no matter what window you're in, you can go to the top of your bar here, and then you can see all the things that are going on for your day, what's ongoing, what's upcoming, and it'll pop up notifications for you when it's time to move on to the next task so that you are not constantly working when you should be getting ready for your dentist appointment, for example. Okay, so for the fifth challenge is all about prioritizing. So when it comes to planning my day, I never really know what to work on first. It's just like everything seems important. But within Akiflow, you can actually see all of your tasks at once, and it really helps you to decide, what you need to work on first. So within Akiflow, you can actually click on a task and then you can make that your goal of the day. So you can just hit on a task and hit H, or you can just click on this goal target right here to make it your goal for the day. And when you do that, that task will be highlighted in this like rainbow box right here. Another thing you can do is set your priority level. So we have high, medium, low, or you can remove the priority. So this is my high priority. So I know that I need to be working on that first. So that's the first thing that I plan into my content blocks. And within a task, you can also add links to, maybe a Google Doc. It's already connected to my ClickUp. You can change the project. So this is content. You can assign tags and you can assign the time and how long this task will take you. So Akiflow really makes it easy for you to see which tasks stand out and what you need to be working on right now. Okay, so I also want to mention a really cool feature of Akiflow, and that is to share your availability. So when you click on this link under your profile picture right here, or you hit A, you can actually have your clients or anybody you need to make a meeting with schedule a time with you. So you can set your availability hours. So just like Calendly does for you, you can actually do it directly within Akiflow, and then you can share your link. And this is going to take into account your time blocked tasks. So if you have time slots here, like I have my content here, but I don't have any tasks in there, I might want to just delete that so I can have those meetings within those times. So let's say I highlight some of my availability hours for the week, and then I wanted to share this with a client. All I'd have to do is copy that link, open up that link, and it's like Calendly for you. And you can schedule a time when you are available. So you can see here, it's from 1:30, and then my next availability is 3:30. So it finds time in your calendar, even after your tasks, so people can schedule appointments with you or meetings with you. Okay, so now after walking you through all of these features and what Akiflow can do, you're probably wondering, how do you actually plan your day within here? So I have already set up my time slot. I've already set up my recurring tasks. I already have my routine set up, so I'm not overbooking my day and everything. So the way that I use Akiflow is in conjunction with my digital planner. So the night before, I usually write down all of the tasks that I have to do. Or sometimes if I'm on my phone, I would just input a task directly into Akiflow, and it'll go into my inbox. But when it comes to the morning of, I take what I wrote from my planner and then I input everything within Akiflow. And I love doing that because it syncs up to my Google Calendar, and I'm able to see exactly what's on my schedule for the day. And it gives me those reminders and notifications that I desperately need, because I will forget if I didn't have those reminders. And then when I do my daily planning ritual, and this is going to show you what you got done yesterday. So it's really great for motivating you to keep getting things done, and then things that you missed. And then it helps you to plan your day the next day. And then I just start time blocking when I think it's best. So if it's a marketing task, I would just drag and drop that into that time slot. So having my time slots already set out for me tells me exactly what should be going where, like when I should be planning this or what I should be working on. Because oftentimes when I am planning, I am constantly always, trying to do too much. But with my themed days and my time slot, I can actually focus and actually get things done. Okay, and then I see that I have laundry to do and cleaning the bathroom. So I've already finished laundry for today, so I'm just going to mark that. I already cleaned the bathroom, so I'm just going to mark that as done as well. So next on my calendar is just to cook dinner, wash dishes, and then my evening routine. So if I have anything else that I need to do, I'll go into my inbox and see what else I can work on, because I see I have a big old block right here after I pick up the kids from school. And if something comes up and I need to reschedule, I can easily just, pull it down a little bit. I love that it's just so flexible to move things around. And it automatically updates it in real time in my Google Calendar and my Apple Calendar as well. And if I create a task within Akiflow and I put it onto my calendar, it'll tell me that I created this in Akiflow on my Google Calendar. So I know that it's a task, or if I need to change it, I can do it within Akiflow. And then at the end of the day, when you are done with your task, you check off all the things you got done, and then you can review what you got done. And it shows you like where you spent your time. So you could see I have like my content, household, family, and some of the events going on and everything. So that is how Akiflow has redefined the way I plan my days now. It's just so intuitive. It's so flexible. It really uses that Parkinson's law, where if you schedule 2 weeks to finish a task, it's going to take you the entire 2 weeks. So now if I give myself an hour and a half to finish this video, I'm probably most likely going to finish it within that hour and a half. So Akiflow has not only helped to keep my day more organized, but it's also made me more focused and productive, especially with the time slots and theming and batching my tasks. And I really think that it can transform your days the way it's transformed mine. I've only been using it for 1 month now, and it's just such a game changer. I have been so much more productive, more consistently, and it's all thanks to Akiflow. So if you are looking to streamline your planning and get more productive and focused, then be sure to click the link in the description box below to try out Akiflow for yourself. And I just want to mention that if you are struggling with getting started with Akiflow, they do offer a free onboarding call so that they can help you set it up or walk through whatever you need help with. So make sure you take advantage of that if you do want to try out Akiflow. Okay, thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did like this video, please like it and hit the subscribe button so that you can be notified of any new videos I come out with next. So until next time, happy planning.